probably don't draw on the football background too much when it comes to advising clients. I think it's been really helpful from a business perspective, and a really good example for that is at the end of my first year, our coach got the sack and Damien Hardwick came in, and he really broke things down to a very granular level. He had a game plan, whether it was a wrong or right game plan for the team at the time. I think the point was that he just had a game plan and wanted to get everyone on the same page. So at any point in time, if you were to receive the ball from this part of the ground and you're in this part of the ground, the people forward of the ball knew you were going to turn in a certain way. So they're already 1-2 seconds ahead of their opponents as well, because we're all on the same page and we're working as a team as opposed to individuals. So I think that's, along with a lot of other stuff off the field, I think it's really helped from a business perspective. But when it comes to advising clients, finance, it's just a lot of timeless principles, but then you throw in human nature, and that's the hard part. Because again, I mentioned before, everyone's a little bit different. You can think about some of those cognitive biases or, the fundamental ways in which humans work and use them more to your advantage. And a lot of that probably hasn't come from football. It's more just coming from, me being curious and having a desire to learn about that sort of stuff. So, through the books behind me or, through courses or other mentors I've worked with, I've sort of found that the hardest part of being a financial advisor and the most valuable part too to the clients is just understanding human nature and how you can help use that to their advantage as well. I think so. Yeah, and again, none of that really came from football. I was always the client in football, so I was on the end of the coaching, whereas now sort of in this relationship, I'm more of the coach. So that's sort of a skill I've probably had to go and learn a little bit more post-football.
Yeah, that makes sense, actually. Business is more structure and having a game plan, and then the client experience is more like riffing on almost like an art form where you're bouncing off how are they coming in, what sort of person are they, and it's more malleable and just like fluid around that business structure. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
And it also comes from having played, within a team of people and getting really used to and understanding just the varying personalities between, different humans.